the Creatrix live series. So we're going to be doing this every Thursday here on Instagram at 11 a.m. Pacific. And today we're going to be talking all about what it means to be a Creatrix CEO. I'm going to be posting opportunities in my stories and in the feed for you to be asking me your Creatrix CEO related questions around content creation, messaging, mindset, embodiment, nervous system regulation, soul strategy, human design, all of these kinds of things. Every week, I will be, again, giving you those opportunities to ask me questions so that we can actually get on here live on Thursdays, address those questions, get you supported, get you served, get you some free coaching, so that you can be out there making the impact you know you're here to make through your services.
Welcome. I'm Kelsey, soul embodiment coach and biz mentor, helping women soulpreneurs unleash their Creatrix CEO so they can build a business they love, express their magic in medicine, and live their version of happy, successful, and impactful.
I am Kelsey. I serve coaches, healers, and spiritual or heart-centered service providers. And what I want to see more of in the world is women building lives and businesses they love where they can express their magic in medicine and make the impact that they know they're here to make, right? And so what being a Creatrix CEO all about, which is what I awaken in people, what I activate in people, and what we really cultivate in one-on-one coaching services, is that inner Creatrix. It is soul. It is you. It is your most authentic self, okay? So being a Creatrix CEO is about authenticity. It is about understanding your values as a service provider and really leading with those, embodying those, letting yourself be more of those. Because in this world, just generally speaking in the world, we are taught to conform, are we not? We are taught to fit in, that there are certain rules around how to be and how to do. And so when we enter into the entrepreneurial space, it's no different. We are bombarded by the noise of the online industry. And so, you know, our brain thinks, oh, I need to be this way. I need to do business like this. I need to be professional. I can't tell you how many clients have come to me and asked, do I need to be more professional? And I'm like, well, what does that mean? Professional is relative. What's your version of professional? Because that's what's needed. That's what's going to attract your soul-aligned people. That's what's going to allow you to feel authentic and in integrity so that you continue to show up for your business, so that you can continue to serve the humans that need you and your version of professionalism, right? So it's all relative, you know what I mean? But it's so easy to get lost in the sauce, to get lost in the noise of the online space and have our brain fall into that age-old trap of I need to fit in order to be successful. I need to do business like this in order to be successful. I need to say the things this way, or I need to say this particular thing in order to attract clients, in order to make sales, in order to be successful, right? And so being a Creatrix CEO starts with understanding and deeply practicing the belief or the mindset that you were made to stand out. You were made to stand out. Okay? You as a service provider, as a coach, as a healer, you're a thought leader. Okay? You were made to be more. And that means you're a thought leader. You are a change maker. You're a paradigm shifter. You are here to contribute your unique transmission, your unique perspective, your unique voice to the space, right? We grow, we heal, we evolve in community. And so you are here to contribute your unique voice, perspective. That is your contribution to the space. And that uniqueness, all those different flavors, all those different perspectives coming together is what helps move your industry or your niche or your field or whatever it is forward. If we're all just homogenizing, like nothing's actually happening. People are being left behind, right? So you contributing your uniqueness is part of what brings deeper inclusivity into your space, into your niche, whatever it is. It's what brings new thoughts, new perspectives into the space, right? Again, to help move it forward so that we're serving all the humans that need to be served, so that we're including all these different perspectives and life experiences into the healing or the growth or the personal development or the evolutionary space, like whatever it is you are a part of as a coach, a healer, or a service provider, right? So we need your unique voice. So the number one thing that a Creatrix CEO is practicing is the mindset and belief that they get to be themselves. That them being themselves, you being more you, is actually serving your business, right? And your business is here to serve the humans, right? It is to serve your soul-aligned people. And so the sooner you can get on board with that belief, the sooner you can be scaling your business, making deeper impact in your business, and serving more people, creating more sales, generating more money, spreading the word, helping whoever it is you help go do their work in the world, right? So that I would say that's the number one thing that a Creatrix CEO that makes a Creatrix CEO, if you will, is they are on board with the fact that they are here to stand out. All right, but that is also simultaneously the biggest problem that we face as service providers, as Creatrixes, right? Is the pressure, the overwhelming pressure to fit in, to fit in, to homogenize, right? And again, part of that is just our brain, part of that is just the way the world works, part of that is our humanity. We want to fit in, we want to belong, we want to be recognized, we want to be validated, and none of those things are bad. That's just part of the human experience. All of that gets to exist. You get to have all of those feels, you get to experience all of those things. But the Creatrix CEO is recognizing where it is those things are ruling their experience and choosing different, right? Choosing different action, choosing to be the thought leader, to be the paradigm shifter, to be the unique voice in the space. And that takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of bravery. It takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of cultivating that felt sense of safety, that it is safe for me to be seen. It is safe for me to be visible. It is safe for me to show up and be vulnerable. It is safe for me to say the thing I want to say, to cause a ripple, to cause a stir, right? I'm not for everyone. And so what I say is going to resonate for some people and not for others, and that's okay. My mission, my message, my transmission isn't universal. It serves particular people who have resonance with me, and that's where I have the most impact, right? So I'm not here to people please. I'm not here to fit in. It's okay for me to be more. It's okay for me to stand out, right? That's what a Creatrix CEO is doing behind the scenes of her business, is all of that mindset work, all of that embodiment work, all of that belief work, nervous system regulation work, right? That's part of that embodiment piece, that creating safety in the body, getting your brain and your body on board with the new reality, with standing out, with being bigger, with being more in the space, right? So again, it's the thing, and it's also the biggest hurdle or challenge that we face in the online space. And we see this all the time. I did this myself. I help clients with this. It is so, again, just like the professional, like, do I need to be more professional, right? And people ask, well, how do I say this in a way that makes people want to buy, right? How do I make a post that, makes people want to, come knocking on my door to buy from me, right? Like, it's all like, how do I do it so that it works? And so our brain is always looking for that, what's the thing, shiny object syndrome. What's the thing that's going to finally make my business be successful or finally make it click? And I want to tell you a hard truth. Overnight success is not overnight success. Okay, so the overnight success we see in the space has years in the making behind it. We only see the front end of what is visible online, right? What is actually posted on social media. We don't see all the years of work and investment, of time, energy, and money, of practice, of failure, of burnout, of starting over, right? We don't see all the years of that We only see what's posted on social media, and so what we end up doing is comparing ourselves and where we are at to someone else's, moment. We're here on the journey and someone else is here, and we're comparing our success to their, their experience. And it's not what's the word I'm looking for? It's not an equal comparison. Okay? So we're always looking for the thing. And when we're looking for the thing that's finally going to make it all blow up, what we end up doing is shrinking ourselves, shrinking our light, shrinking that unique perspective, that unique story, like everything that went into making you, right? And that contributes to the work that you want to do with people, or the work that you are doing with people as a coach, as a healer, as a service provider, right? Your innate constitution, your personality, the way your personality has grown and evolved throughout your life because of your story and your life experiences, and not to mention all of the skills that you have been cultivating over the years, the modalities that you are trained in, right? The certifications that you have, all of those qualifications that you've invested in as well. All of this creates this beautiful transmission, this beautiful service that people need, that you have for a reason, right? And when we're looking for that thing that's going to make finally going to make our business work, we end up looking outside of ourselves and giving our power away to something outside of us, when really it's all, this is so cheesy, but you have everything within you, right? And that doesn't mean you have everything within you, right? Like, how do I say this? I think what trips us up when people say you have everything you need already within you, we think that means it's an overnight success experience. If I could just unlock it, boom, I would wake up and my whole reality would be different. It's a process. It's creation. It's cultivation. You have all the seeds. They need watered. They need tended to. They need fertile soil. They need fertilization. They need room to grow. They need room for those roots and those leaves to expand, right? But really, as a Creatrix CEO, you understand that you do all of those things. Your unique perspective, your story, your experience, your skills, your qualifications, all of that creates this beautiful magnetic transmission that contributes to your space. But when you're putting all of your power outside of yourself, looking for the thing, that's going to make it all work, you're neglecting the garden within you that just wants a space to grow and expand into, right? So being a Creatrix CEO is tending to that garden. I love that. That's a new analogy for me, but I love it. Right? Being a Creatrix CEO is letting soul lead. It's letting that inner Creatrix, it's letting that garden lead, and constantly returning to your power, right? Because that's a practice that's a practice that is cultivated. It gets easier with time, but it's not something that you just master and never have to do again. That is a continual thing, returning to your power, returning to your source, returning to that Creatrix CEO within you that has a plan, that has a path. And really it's just about putting one foot in front of the other and letting that garden bloom, right? So I would say that is what makes a Creatrix CEO is that mindset, that belief, that understanding that you were made to stand out, that you were not made to fit in, that your unique voice and perspective is a contribution to the space. There are people who are in resonance with your work right now. There are people out there right now who are in resonance with exactly what it is you do right now. Not what you're going to be doing 10 years from now as a successful entrepreneur, but what you have to provide right now, the impact you can create right now. There are people in resonance with that. And if you aren't showing up as yourself, if you aren't showing up in your Creatrix energy, if you are constantly looking for the thing that's going to make it all work, that shiny object, that secret strategy, that flawless formula, or that magical method, you're putting your power outside of yourself and you're showing up in an inauthentic way. And so that resonance can't be felt. Right? So we need you being more you. You are the secret sauce. You are the competitive edge. I heard a coach say one time, I want to say maybe it was Marie Wold, I think her name is, a business coach. And she said, the online space, the online industry is absolutely saturated, right? And we hear that all the time, and it feels really disempowering. Like, how can I even carve a space for myself in a space that is so saturated, right? She said, the online space is very saturated, but it is not competitive because everyone's copying and pasting and doing what the person next to them is doing, thinking that that'll be the thing that gives them the success. Everyone is copying and replicating someone else's success instead of living their own version of what a happy, successful, and impactful business looks like. Okay, so she said it's saturated, but it's not competitive. You are your competitive edge. You are your niche. You are your messaging. And the more you can live into and contemplate that garden within you, that creatrix garden within you, the more those things are going to come out and unfold and blossom, right? So a really brilliant strategy, like magnetic messaging, those things are a byproduct. Those things are a byproduct of you becoming more you. Because again, you are your competitive edge. You are your niche. You are your message, okay? So we're looking, again, we get in that habit of looking outside of ourselves for the thing, the steal my strategy, right? The follow this proven formula, right? And that's taking you away from where your power lies, which is within you, within your own story, within your own experience, within your particular skill set that you have cultivated, that you have invested in. All of that comes together to paint this beautiful picture that is you as a service provider, that is you as a brand, right? And that's what we want to lean into. That is what is going to lead you into the strategies that are soul aligned for you and the messaging that's aligned for you, right? And that's what's going to, again, create that resonance that attracts those soul aligned clients, okay? Of course, there is, the practical business side of things, right? As an entrepreneur, you need to learn new skills, such as how to sell, right? Sales psychology, learning a little bit about like copywriting, about, marketing, right? There are, marketing agencies all over the place that are helping people tweak their messaging to make them even more, impactful and, spread the word out, right? So I don't think you need to become an expert in these things. I think as a solopreneur, if you are a solopreneur, you need to learn these fundamental basics. I think it's Kinsey Makos, who's a copyright content coach. She says, you need to learn how to steward your message. You need to learn how to create your messaging, how to create that unique voice, how to create that brand voice and steward that message before you hand it away to someone else, right? And I totally agree with that. You need to be connected to you and your message and your unique voice as a brand. The service you provide, your values, the impact that you want to have, you need to be connected to that and cultivating that before you hand it off to someone else. So down the line, like years from now, or maybe months from now, who knows when you're going to blow up, right? It might be worth your time to invest in a marketing agency or copywriting or whatever. But for now, if you are a solopreneur, if you are new to the online space, as far as a business and entrepreneurship goes, you want to be working on these things yourself. You want to be cultivating these things yourself, right? So there are practical skills that need to be considered, again, like sales psychology, copywriting, right? Learning how to connect with and nurture an audience, messaging, marketing, these types of things. But again, those things, really brilliant strategy and magnetic messaging, all of those things are a byproduct of you becoming more you, of you becoming more of yourself, of you getting connected to your own story and impact, getting sold on the service that you are here to provide, knowing that you were made to contribute to the space that you have chosen to be a part of, right? Knowing that you are made to stand out, not to dim your light and fit into what already is, to the homogeneity that already is. You were made to be a unique contributor, right? So that's what it means to be a thought leader, to be a Creatrix CEO, to be a change maker, to be a paradigm shifter, okay? So, let me just check my notes here and see if there's anything else that I want to cover today. I guess I just want to leave you with, we are like perfectly right on time. This is awesome. So I want to leave you with a couple questions to consider, to contemplate, to think about, all right? Where are you not saying the thing that you want to say? Where are you not saying the thing that you want to say? Because maybe you feel like no one will get it, or maybe it doesn't feel that powerful or potent, right? Think about the way that you are creating your content right now. Where are you holding back from saying the thing that you really want to say, right? Where are you holding back from sharing more of your story, sharing more of how you arrived to your unique perspective? How it is you got to this place where you know that there is a need for the service you provide, right? Like, what led you to see the gap in the market or the gap in the space where you were like, people need this service and they need it done this way because this, and that aren't taking into account the depth of XYZ. Sorry, that was really convoluted. But you know what I mean? Where are you not telling your story, how you arrived to what it is you do and why you do it, why it's needed? Where are you holding back from sharing that because you feel like people won't be interested, or it doesn't seem like that big of a hero's journey? Some people have these really epic stories and yours just doesn't feel that epic, right? Where are you holding back? Let it be messy. Let it be an imperfect story. Let it be just what it is. Let yourself share it. Let it come out, right? Let yourself speak. Let yourself release that voice, that story. This is a process, right? Part of being a creatrix is falling in love with the process of creation. Again, it's tending the garden, it's watering the garden, it's cultivating that fertile soil. So if you want to stand out, you got to start with you and letting yourself be more of you. So where can you be more you in your content, in your online presence? Where can you share your story? Where are you holding back from saying the thing that you really want to say, right? Where can you let more of your authentic magic and medicine and transmission out into the space? Stop hoarding it. Let it out to play, right? It might not get instant results. It probably won't. It'll take time for your audience to get to know this new version of you that's speaking her mind and saying the thing and telling people her values and her whys, why she's so behind the work that she has and the work that she's here to do and the service that she provides, right? So where can you be more you? Where can you let yourself be more of yourself? Where are you holding back in your content? Where are you not saying the thing you want to say? Those are some questions I want to leave you with that you can contemplate this week.
Thank you for watching, and remember, sharing is caring. If you found value in this video, please share it with a friend who needs to hear it. As always, we love your feedback. Please share with us your biggest takeaways in the comments, and for more personal interaction, come join the Creatrix community over on Instagram.